Sri Sharda Devi and Her Divine Play, Chapter 25, page 436. Swami Ishanananda mentioned in his reminiscences that there was another boy who took care of the mother's cows. Ramendra was 14 years old. Surendranath paid his salary and bore all his expenses with regard to the cows. One morning in August, Ramendra was cutting grass at the northeast corner of the Punyapukur when he was bitten by a water snake on his left index finger. He ran to Holy Mother's house, where Dr. Rampada immediately cut the spot so that the poison would come out with the blood. Ramendra's wrist was tied tightly with ropes in 2 or 3 places to keep the poison from spreading throughout his body. Holy Mother was performing worship when this occurred. When she heard the commotion, she left the shrine and went to see what had happened. She asked Dr. Rampada to remove the ties and said, "Take him to the temple of Mother Simhavahini right now. Nothing else needs to be done. Ramendra will be cured by the grace of Simhavahini." 2 persons escorted Ramendra to the temple, which was located in the southeast corner of the Jairambati village. The mother followed them. According to Holy Mother's instruction, Ramendra prostrated before the deity and then lay down on his back with his head towards the north. The mother put a little earth and an offered flower into his mouth and put a little earth on the wound. She asked her attendants to mix the earth of Simhavahini with a little water to make mud and smear that all over his body. Soon the left side of Ramendra's body began to swell. Holy Mother sat there with her attendants till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. When the worship of the deity was over, she took a little buttermilk and sanctified water and fed Ramendra with it. She then went home for lunch, returning to the temple at 3 o'clock. That evening, Ramendra's body swelled so much that it seemed his skin would crack. His eyes were closed and he could not speak. The clay had dried on his body, so a new layer was smeared over it. A message was sent to Ramendra's widowed mother in Nakunda village, who came that night and began to cry for her son. The mother consoled her, saying, "Don't worry, by the grace of the living goddess Simhavahini, your son will be cured. Don't cry near your son." Holy Mother returned to her home at 11 o'clock. Early the next morning, Holy Mother visited the temple and found that Ramendra had opened his eyes. His swelling was reduced and some fluid oozed from his wound. Holy Mother asked her attendant to put another layer of mud on his body. But as he was doing so, some flesh around the wound fell off. When Holy Mother saw that, she said, "Well, now the danger is over. There is nothing to fear by the grace of Mother Simhavahini. The mother has saved his life. As a result of the doctor's surgery, that poisonous part fell off and his life is spared." Ramendra gradually came around in the afternoon and began to talk normally. The mother fed him buttermilk and sanctified water again and kept him lying there. The next day, Ramendra offered worship to the deity and came to the mother's house for lunch. He recuperated quickly and returned home with his mother. Later, in order to solve the milk problem in Holy Mother's household, 4 cows were purchased and a boy named Dinu was appointed to look after them. A neighbor, Gopal Mandal, recalled. Holy Mother had 4 cows, Mahanta, Maharaj, Lakshmikanta, and Indraraj. In between her household work, aunt would feed the cows with water from boiled rice and then caress their foreheads, dewlaps, and backs. Sometimes she would rub oil on their horns. Dinu used to take the cows to graze. Aunt was very fond of him. After his breakfast, Dinu would take the cows to the field and come back at 1 o'clock. Aunt would wait to eat until Dinu had his lunch. Jai Ma.